Good morning, buenos dias, welcome and bienvenidos to the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Asheville, North Carolina. Woo, really, give ourselves a hand. Whether you're here in this warm, wonderful gathering in person, whether you're joining us online, maybe you're in a TSA line or snuggled up at home, we welcome all of you, wherever you are on your journey, whoever you are, however you identify, whoever you love, we welcome everyone here with such a warm and affirming welcome. My name is Lisa Schwartz. I'm a member here, and I'm pleased to be invited to do the welcome today. I am a short white woman with short white hair, colorful glasses, and a scarf over a purple dress standing at a wooden lectern. Also here is Rev. Audette. She is our lead minister, and Dr. Les Downs at the piano, our music director. We have the Sandburgers and the choir today, double music. And of course, we're always grateful for the preachers and the teachers and the ushers and the greeters and everybody who keeps this place buzzing. You know what we don't want buzzing? Your phones. So take a moment, just be sure that your phone is on silent. Help us to be in this sacred place for this hour without those electronic interruptions. And now take a moment just to breathe and center. Bring yourself into this space and prepare to receive this gift of music.
Chalice lighting time. Is Jesse here to join us? Lighting the chalice?
All right, well, then I'll do it.
Okay. The words are from Reverend Lisa Day, our minister in Savannah. Why a flaming chalice? The question comes. It's the cup of life, we answer. A cup of blessings overflowing. A cup of solace to quench our spirit's thirst, a cup of joy for celebration and dedication, the flame of truth, the fire of purification, oil for anointing, healing. Out of chaos and the horrors of war was this symbol crafted generations ago, and in the years hence, it has lit the way through troubles and wonders. So may it be for us in these days of uncertainty, sorrow, and yes, celebration, a light to warm our souls and guide us home.
Good morning. For our first hymn this morning, I invite you to stand as you're willing and able. The words will be on the screen. I think you'll pick it up to sing along with us if you are so moved. I said, this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Don't you know this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. I said now, this strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Oh, this strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Don't you know that this strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. I said the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. Oh, this peace that I have, this peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Oh, this peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. I said now this peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This love that I have, the world can't give it to me. This love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it to me. This love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Said the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This joy that I have, this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Oh, this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Said the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. I said the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. Take this over there for Reverend Audette.
Thank you, thank you. All right, so in addition to Inspiration Sunday, where we have so much fun, this is also the Sunday closest to Trans Day of Visibility. Let's hear a whoop, whoop. Woohoo! So we're going to talk just briefly about pronouns. Pronouns, friends. So who can tell me what a pronoun is? Interesting, because I've heard grown people tell me, I do not know what a pronoun is. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't know what a pronoun is? A pronoun is a word that we use when we're not saying someone's name, and it usually indicates their gender. So can anybody give me an example of one pronoun? And she. She is an example of a pronoun. Exactly, right? But we've got a lot of pronouns in the world, as it turns out, and I wonder how we decide which pronoun is right. Does anybody know? You ask if you're doing it right, Mary. Exactly. But most of the time we don't ask, do we, right? We look at someone and we guess. Uh-oh, sometimes we get it wrong if we do that. Anytime you guess, you might get it wrong, right? Is that correct? You might look at someone and think you know what pronoun they would like, but we might not, and it's better to ask. So I've got a little book here. This book is called They, She, He, Z, Easy as ABC. And that's not all the pronouns in the world, friends. There's lots more, but these are the ones we're going to talk about today. All right, I'm not reading this book. I'm just going to read a couple of pieces from it. It starts out like this. They, they. Out on the dance floor, we love to sing they. They is a way to let everyone be. No one left out and everyone free. Then when we're friends, we sing theys, she, he, ze, and make it as easy as A, B, C, D. So let's try that out, okay? All right. So here's a picture of Ari. Oops, I'm going to clean those up later. Don't slide on them. All right. Ari loves to arabesque. They hold their pose with ease. Which pronoun was in there? They, right? So they, there. And so now, Ari, we look at them and we can just say they, right? And then let's find our friend Corey. Corey leaps high like a cat. She springs and leaps and bounds. Which pronoun do we use? She. Yeah, Corey likes the pronoun she. All right. And then we have Indigo's into insects. Z loves the buzzing vibe. What pronoun did we use then? Z, right, exactly. And then the last one we're going to talk about today. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Ty is a tiger in the night. He claims it's his own might. We used he, right? All right, so now if you were practicing, ask me my pronouns. Like, what do you think my pronouns are? You might think they're she, her, but in fact they're she, they. You got it right, exactly. But you don't know until you ask, right? So it's good to ask people and to practice that. So think about your own pronouns, what you like. That could change sometime in your life. Who knows? We don't know. Sometimes we grow and change. That's all right. But if you ever meet a new friend, it might be nice to ask, right? Okay, so now what we're going to do, y'all are heading off to your classes. We're going to sing you out. If you're here with a new grown-up today, you may want them to go with you to find out where to pick you up. But otherwise, we're going to have lots of fun and ask the adults in your life about the service today when you get back. All right, let's sing.
Welcome. My name is Trevor Johnson. I'm going to invite real quick all of the new members that we are going to welcome this morning to come forward. Your name's going to appear up there, or I've talked with you already. You know who you are, so I'm going to ask you to come on down. Thank you. For a wonderful experience of some new member welcoming that we're going to do this morning.
Come on down, line up, just right along the front here. We usually just make a big old line. Perfect. All right, so welcome everyone. Isn't this joyful again to see our incoming class? Joining a religious community is a significant undertaking. It is an act of faith and courage, of hope and optimism. It is a giving of the heart and hands into a community of people, counting on them to do their best and living up to the principles and covenants and values which bind us together. Today, we honor you as you join the others who have taken this step before you. Together, a new community is created. Together, it is our work to build the world of our highest vision, a world of peace, a world of freedom, a world of respect for all life, and a commitment to the light of liberal religion in a hurting world. May we be worthy of one another in this great work.
We welcome you today to join us in the celebration and work of the community. We ask that you share your talents, ideas, and thoughtful concerns with us honestly and compassionately, as we promise to include and invite you into relationships that affirm our mission, to grow together in love, to deepen spiritually, and to serve the world through commitment to justice within our free faith. Now we're going to invite you all to come forward individually to say your name into the microphone so that we hear you, your voice in this place. And we will also give you a gift of a flower and another gift. Afterwards, we'll invite you to kind of speak together apart, and we'll ask you to do that. But maybe start on Hugh.
Yeah, Hugh, come on down.
Hugh Everhart.
Okay, and right into the microphone so folks at home can hear you.
Hugh Everhart. Thank you.
And can we send you to the back of the line and
Wherever.
we'll just keep coming this way? Perfect.
I'm Becky Custer.
Right into the mic so everybody can hear you. Sorry.
I'm Becky Custer. Hi, Mom.
George Collier. Thank you.
Eileen Collier.
McKenna Livingood.
Nathaniel Blickman.
Piper Puckett. Jane Landis. Thank you.
Laura Telford.
Sammy Jurado.
Emily Kimsey.
Barbara Durr.
Claire Bell.
Kenzie Bell. Oh, Kenzie Bell. There we go.
Ann Jennings.
Kingston and Alec and Krista Shalda.
So you have a piece of paper in there. You're going to find it useful now. So now we invite the new members to recite together the piece of the pledge that we have for you. Would you start together now? Freely
I enter into this covenant of community, bringing my full self with my gifts, my joys, my sorrows, and my growing edges, to join in the work of connection, inspiration, compassion, and justice. I promise to participate as fully as I am able, to share in the life of this congregation, and to support its work generously. In this spirit, I join you today.
And at this time, I invite the members please, of the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Asheville first to rise. If you're a member, please rise. And then to recite to our new members this which is about to appear. This morning, we covenant with you to make a place for you in our circle of friendship and trust. We affirm that the life of our community is strengthened when new hearts and minds are embraced and included, as you and your gifts will be embraced and included. We promise to walk beside you, lend you comfort and encouragement on your spiritual journey, and to work together in love and for justice. we welcome you into fellowship at the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Asheville. Whoop, whoop! All right, so you're welcome to be seated. If you see someone with a flower, make sure to cheer them on and welcome them into community. And so, just as you know, I've already mentioned we're doing a little blending. It's Inspiration Sunday, and it's also closest to Trans Day of Visibility. So first we have a very short little video for you, then we're going to share a time of prayer and reflection.
What difference have you seen in Noah since she began to live her authentic self?
She's happy. She's joyful. She laughs.
Authentic self.
She's
Authentic self. Authentic self. What difference have you seen in Noah since she began to live her authentic self?
She's happy. She's joyful. She laughs. She jokes.
I see more laughter and joy. Trey's always enjoyed life, but I see more authentic joy.
Joy would be a word to describe it. We're changing the world to be open, to be respectful and supportive of your peers, no matter if they are in the LGBTQ plus community.
I feel like I would not be where I am right now if I didn't see like so many beautiful Black trans people just like sharing their truth.
I think being trans is something that's very beautiful and powerful.
And it's really about choosing to love yourself. Like you are that girl.
You are that girl, okay?
We are.
We are girl.
Will you join me in a spirit of prayer or meditation? In a world where trans lives are held sacred, each and every human being has the capacity to flower and know themselves wholly. We see one another through eyes healed of enmity. We expand our ability to cherish all our human kin. In a world where trans experience is welcome, each person has more space to flourish into their own fullness, more room to know, be, become. We expand our capacity to change when new knowledge informs our experience. We foster delight in the discovery of new pathways of being human together. In a world where trans voices are included, the path from the margin to the center grows shorter, and our capacity to listen to each and all, to learn and grow and share power, is magnified. Because trans lives matter, you too have new certainty that you are held in the wide open spaces of the hearts of those faithfully gathered. And grace arises from knowing that every child born should have the opportunity to blossom fully into their own nature, unashamed of any part of themselves. Because trans lives matter, we are more whole today than yesterday. And now we pause to remember all of those beloveds in our circle of community, and we say, Amen, Ashe, blessed be. May it be so. And now, musical reflection. Sorry, nope, shared voices. Let's do it.
I'm glad this is not the musical reflection. I am a committed Unitarian Universalist for many reasons. one of which is that I see UUism as a force for good in the world at large. We are a force for repairing the world's broken parts, of which we have many. UUism does this by projecting its values into the public square. We stand proudly for equity, diversity, inclusion, human worth and dignity, spiritual growth, democracy, justice, individual freedom, science, caring for our earth, and of course, love. These change the world values move us towards that beloved community that we seek. They are the medicine the world needs to heal its broken parts. And as a corollary, they also help us heal ourselves as individuals. It's quite a bargain. Now, these values may not resonate with bigots, white nationalists, fascists, classists, narcissists, and sociopaths, because the work progresses slowly. Excuse me. But those are the moralities we want to evolve out of our world. I say evolve out because this work progresses slowly. But our past has shown us that we can have a real effect. The lives of Theodore Parker, William Sloane Coffin, James Reeb, and our own Clark Olson bent that long moral arc in the right direction. And banded together, struggling together, we will make a difference.
Good morning. Reverend Audette asked us to reflect on what has Unitarian Universalism wrought for a brighter world, like who has it influenced, maybe even saved. You've heard it attributed to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. that the moral arc of the universe is long, but it bends toward justice. But did you know that he was borrowing the words of a Unitarian minister? It was Reverend Theodore Parker, writing in 1853 as the Civil War was really starting to heat up, brewing. "I do not pretend to understand the moral universe," he said. "The arc is a long one. My eye reaches but a little ways. I cannot calculate the curve by the experience of sight, but I can divine it by conscience. And by what I see, I am sure it bends toward justice." Dr. King borrowed Reverend Parker's words as he sought to explain to his 6-year-old why she couldn't use the whites-only pool at Atlanta's latest amusement park. For generations, UU principles have influenced thought leaders and worked their way into social action by people like us. King said in his Christmas sermon of 1967, "All life is interrelated. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly." And I know this is not simply metaphorical. We are literally connected by atmospheric currents and food webs and mitochondrial DNA, all descended from a single female, and a network of flowing streams that carry water essential to every living thing, every cell in our bodies. This understanding is the foundation of beloved community for me, the organizing force for good that we are creating in this place. May you carry forward this moral arc for collective liberation in your sphere of influence this week.
For 75 years, this congregation has been more than a place of gathering. It has been a living force for transformation, quietly and boldly shaping life far beyond these walls. To say that it has made us better citizens, better neighbors, or even better human beings feels like an understatement, because its impact reaches deeper into the very way we see and respond to the world. Rooted in shared values and sacred covenants, this community has stood as a refuge for the voiceless, a shield for the vulnerable, and a beacon for those pushed to the margins. It has not only witnessed change, but has called it forth, encouraging people to rise, to march, to protest, to learn, and to grow. Through faith formation, it has planted seeds of courage and compassion in generation after generation, ensuring that this legacy continues to flourish. What happens within the sanctuary does not stay here. It radiates outward through our thoughts, our choices, and our actions. In this way, the congregation does more than exist. It transcends, uplifts, and transforms both its members and the wider world.
Hello, my name is Lauren Creel. My pronouns are she, her. And I am going to share a little about this prompt as well. As Susan said, Reverend Audette asked us to answer the question, what has UUism wrought? And so I'm going to pull that college essay starter line of the dictionary defines wrought as manufactured, produced, or created with care, and is often used to describe bringing about changes or causing effects. And the line in that stood out to me is created with care. And I feel that having grown up UU, I have found that this deeply human religion that is human created, in fact, for some people in our sanctuary today, UUism is younger than you are, given that it is a newly merged religion in the 1960s. But it has allowed me and many of my peers who grew up UU to grow with a sense of welcoming questions all the time. And that with love at the center, you get to ask the question, where is love right now? And finding that wherever we go, it's within us. As we sang in the song earlier, we bring it everywhere we go, and it allows us to come as we are. And I've found that one of the other questions Audette asks is, who has UUism saved? And that's a tricky question, growing up UU with the sense of saving, with like Bible beaters at my high school saying, you must be saved. I would say UUism has saved me and many of my peers, giving me a foundation to grow from. In my high school youth group, often abbreviated YRUU for Young Religious Unitarian Universalists, but also if you just say the letters YRUU, it really lets you reflect on who you are as you're coming into yourself. And I think that with that, it has allowed me to feel held and carried, and I imagine for many of you, it has felt that way too. And I hope that others who want to come into our fold, they feel that way as well. And it allows us to let the sense of place and belonging ripple outward.
Spirit
So just so you know, you've basically heard the first half of today's sermon, so this is the second half, okay? Wednesday night, about 10 p.m., found me sitting on my couch in a state covered with dogs. I was weeping openly, but it was as much from wonder and joy as it was from a deep and very bittersweet kind of pain. Rob and I had been watching the comedy Shrinking. How many of you know this show, Shrinking? Yeah. If you haven't seen it, it's a show about a small therapy center with 3 therapists. It has Harrison Ford, Jason Segel, and Jessica Williams. Harrison plays an aging therapist who has been diagnosed with a serious degenerative illness. Jason is a grieving widower with a daughter who's now leaving for college. He'll be alone soon. And Jessica is a younger therapist just figuring out what she's terrific at. And the show, of course, it includes an ensemble cast who all bring their particular joys and their challenges. But the reason why I was crying on Wednesday night after watching a comedy show was because I was just so in awe of the world that it portrays. It's a community of people who, as imperfect as they are, create a found family where people can truly grow, they can change, they can find acceptance and healing even from serious trauma and loss. They teach each other, both well and imperfectly, how to be more honest, how to share more deeply, how to self-reflect in ways that embrace both grace and accountability. They cry, they fight, they lose their tempers, and they learn what love looks like in almost every human iteration. That is the world that Unitarian Universalists are trying to build. The one where the gay couple is happily married and learning how to raise an adopted daughter in created community. The one where people learn to ask for the help that they need and to show up for each other even if they're not sure they're doing it right. The world where we aren't separated by race or class or even our own religious and family histories. And this is important. This is so important, especially if you saw the last episode. The old learn from the young as much as the young are raised not just by the elders in their own families, but by members of their extended community. And that's what we do every day here, every week. We're practicing that more just, loving, human way of being together, imperfectly, but beautifully. I've spent a lot of time recently talking with staff and some lay leaders about what they think our mission at UU Asheville here is. And if you don't recall, we actually have a literal mission statement. It is posted in the hall. You walk by it practically every time you're here, right? But mission statements, in my experience, they almost never really express what we're actually called to do in the world. What is it that brings us alive? What attracts new people every week? What inspires us and keeps us engaged in coming together and then trying again this messy, imperfect thing we're doing? And from these conversations, I heard a lot of meaningful and really beautiful answers. And for the most part, they sort of centered on 2 themes. First, creating a safe, sacred, healing, blessing space for people to gather, to be renewed, to teach each other, and to practice how to change ourselves and change the world for the better. A way to live out our values, even when it's hard, even when the world seems against us. And I profoundly believe that it is also one other essential thing, to create a faith for the future, one that teaches and learns from our children and provides our children now and hopefully generations of children into the future to know that there is a place where they can learn they are loved just as they are, that who they are and what they do matters, and to provide some guidance, on how to live and love this world and to love each other fiercely. Jen Johnson, who's one of our faith formation leads, she used this word to describe it. She said, we're creating a faith for all identities and all ages, right? All identities and all ages. Yes, a faith for this moment, a faith for the future. We are so desperately needed. I've said it before, especially in hard times, we have to have a vision of the better world that we're longing for. Historian and scholar of authoritarianism, Timothy Snyder, says that freedom requires a big idea for our future, something that we believe in. If we don't have an idea of what we hope to be, to become, to build, what we're trying to bring to life, then we are lost. And it also becomes easy to be bitter, to be fearful, lose hope, to think that the bad guys have won. They haven't. They never will, as long as there are so very many good people hungry for a better world. How many of you were in that 11,000 plus crowd yesterday, right? Right. Good people, hungry for a better world, just looking for communities and leaders and maybe even a healing theology to help them co-create it. When I say we save people, I am not talking about for the future. I mean, we save lives. We save the lives of human beings right now. Trans beloveds, queer beloveds, I have heard story after story of people who had lost hope, found you-ism, and their life was saved. We have a big idea for the future. A world where every living being can flourish. A world where there is enough for all of us. And our differences don't have to divide us so much that we cannot live together in peace. So I want you to think about your own life for a moment. What would your life have been like? Would anything have been different if your teachers or the principal at your school or maybe the school board where you grew up, the people on it, were Unitarian Universalists? What would the Department of Homeland Security look like if a Unitarian Universalist were confirmed to run it? If this congregation continues growing, as you saw today, if we are adding staff, if we're inspiring volunteers, what do you think we could accomplish here? How many lonely or despairing people might we invite into community? How could we help feed them through our community outreach? What new ministry projects could we turn our hands to? What leaders might we be creating? I know talking about money for a month straight is not usually anyone's idea of a great time. How many of you do love that, though? I just wonder. Okay, thank you. There's a couple. Among you-yous, there's always somebody who loves the thing, and that is one strength that we have. But here is the other thing. This work that we're about, saving the world, saving each other, it's an everybody in thing. And remember, when we're talking to you about money, we're not asking you to contribute because we're service providers and you consume this service, and so, of course, you're willing to pay something for that. That's not our model. This is a place to invest, a place where we are co-owners of a brilliant venture, a place where we are each stakeholders in a vision of a healing present and a transformed future. We are all invested in this project together right now, and it is our legacy. It's what we hope to offer the future. You know, there are days when this place makes me weep, just like I wept on the couch this past Wednesday. Those are days when I see a youth bridge into their future, hopefully buoyed by what they learned here with us, or sometimes when I'm sitting at a hospital bedside, or when we're welcoming new members, or we're dedicating our children. It comes upon me sometimes in the night when I think about the laughter of our governing board as they do their work, or the excitement the long-range planning team has, or the vision of a wildflower field around our place here set forth by the climate change activists right here in this congregation. I want to invite you to think about it. I think we have to invest everything we have in that vision to serve this mission, because this is a place of wonders. May they never cease. Amen.
All right, as has now become a tradition on Inspiration Sunday, we're going to sing a hymn called "Oh When We Meet" in fellowship, and it's to the tune of "Oh When the Saints Go Marching In." I invite you to rise as you're willing and able and join us in the hymn. Oh, when we meet,
oh, when we meet
in fellowship,
in fellowship,
oh, when we meet in
fellowship,
aren't you glad to be
in that number? When we meet in fellowship,
each one of us
makes
up the church,
Each one of us makes up the church.
Yes, one for all and
all together. Each one of us makes up the church.
Today's the day.
Today's the day.
We celebrate.
We celebrate.
Today's the day.
We celebrate
the future of our congregation.
Today's the day we celebrate.
Go ahead, Marty.
Fellowship, oh, when we meet in fellowship,
oh, aren't you glad
to be in that number? When we meet in fellowship.
Star-studded cast. Yep. Lots of folks today. So I'm here to do the work of the congregation, which is one of my favorite things, and I'm going to tell you all saved me. So I am glad to be here. Typically this time we ask our visitors to stand up and introduce themselves. We don't have time for that today, but we want you to feel welcome. Trevor, our connections coordinator, is right there. Make sure that you see him or check in at the welcome table that's outside if you're a visitor, or ask anybody that's wearing one of these things. We're happy to talk to you. We'll answer questions, whatever you need. If we don't know, we know where to get you to, right? So I'm also going to go a little rogue for just a second, because if I don't, I think Ginny Jones might kill me. I need you all to pick up flyers and share them with everybody about the talent show auditions, please, on April 11th. Yes, and if you have a talent, we want to see you too. Anyway, our announcements run as slides at the beginning of our service. If you missed them, refer to Thursday's weekly e-news, because they're all there as well. If you don't receive the e-news and you want to, email us at information@uuasheville.org. Just a quick note that our pastoral care team is here on each Sunday, and they're glad to lend a helping ear or a listening ear for you if you have any challenges. And you can find them at coffee hour as well. They're wearing yellow name tags, or visit the pastoral care table. Our community plate partner this month, Will, sorry, this is Will. Sorry, Will.
Hey, I'm Will. So if it hasn't been said, today is called Inspiration Sunday because it concludes the month of March, which is our public-facing budget drive. That's the thing that we do every March. And what we seek in that budget drive is pledges. And those pledges are, as a reminder, simply you letting us know what you intend to give for the coming operating year. That's how we plan. Otherwise, we don't know what to do. So today is the conclusion of that public campaign, and that's why we're inspired. That's why we're celebrating. So I'm here to share a couple pieces of information, a couple bits of news with you. First, the good news. We are currently, as it sits today, about 70% towards our goal. That's pretty good. Now comes the part of the campaign that's not the public facing. It's where we chase you down and say, hey, do you want to put your pledge in? But the second piece I want to share is actually some more good news, which is we've only heard from about half of our households. So that means we still have half our households that remain, that we're going to hear from. So that's what I encourage you to do. We're going to be in the sanctuary during coffee hour, and come see us. You can find out more information if you haven't made your pledge. We ask you to go ahead and do that and help us get over the finish line. I've got a question. Yes?
If we filled out a pledge form last year, can we assume that that's good to go, or do we need to do it again every year?
Excellent question. If you filled out a pledge form last year, it does not automatically renew. Each year you have to let us know what your intentions are, and we do that. So thank you for that question. I'll just close by saying that, another question.
Is there any way to confirm that the pledges have been received, so we kind of know that our pledge has been logged in?
Great question. Is there any way to confirm that you know that your pledge has been received? The best way today, if you're physically here, is just to stop by the table and check. You can also just reach out to the office and ask. If you have access to your Realm account, you can go in and see that you have a pledge has been logged as well.
I have a question.
Great.
My name's Adam. I've only seen it once, but there's a sliding table that shows what your income is versus what you should give, and I guess it gives a percentage and all that. I'd like to see that on break.
Sorry, you'd like to see that?
I'd like to see that at the table.
At the table? Great. Yeah, it is available at the table. It's called the Giving Guide, and it gives you some guidelines on levels of giving versus levels of income.
And maybe other questions can come to you at the table.
Great. Come see us after the service. I should mention we'll also have cake, so please join us. Thank you.
Just to help Will out, I made my pledge this morning online. You can do it that way, that easily. So, where was I at? Community Plate. Where did it go? Thank you. Our Community Plate partner this month is Peace Garden. It's not on my sheet, sorry. I filled in late. As always, we'll split the plate with our partner today. If you would like it to go specifically to that partner, please put it in an envelope or write the note if you write a check, put the note in the memo line. The work and ministries of this congregation are entirely supported by the generosity of our members and friends. We celebrate your generosity each Sunday with music and thanks. You make us possible, and we give thanks for you, and the offering will now be gratefully received. And I'm going to help with that. awe-inspiring. We want to thank the choir today. We want to thank the Sandbergers for being a part of today's services. We'd like to thank everybody who shared their voices today, Sammy and Clyde and all the folks. We're grateful to all of you for the gifts of your time, your talent, your treasure. We are truly grateful. We're also grateful to all of you as well, and again, a special thanks to the choir for such beautiful music.
We're going to sing together again. So please rise as you are able and body your spirits. And we're going to sing Lead with Love. Just join in when you can.
You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Oh, one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Oh, one foot in front of the other and lead with love.
Don't give up hope.
Don't give up hope.
You're not alone.
You're not alone.
Don't you give up.
Don't you give up.
Keep moving on.
Keep moving on. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Oh, one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Oh, one foot in front of the other and lead with love.
Lift up your eyes.
Lift up your eyes.
Don't you despair.
You despair.
Look up ahead.
Up ahead.
The path is there.
The path is there. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. One foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. One foot in front of the other and lead with love.
I know you're scared.
Know that you're
And I'm scared too.
I'm scared too.
But here I am.
Here I am.
Right next to you.
Right next to you. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. One foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. One foot in front of the other and lead with love. And lead with love. And lead with love. And lead with
You might as well remain standing because here we are at the end. And we want to make sure you make your way into coffee hour social time. There's lots of great treats, lots of good people to talk with. Thank you for everybody who did a little improv today. And I ask you to think about this. May love lead you out into your week, and may joy bring you home again to this place. Let's sing our closing song.
Sunshine upon you and all love surround you. May the pure life within you guide your way home. May the long-time sun shine upon you and all love surround you. May the pure life within you guide your way home.
By the way, I'm going to paint kids' faces. So I'm not going to make a line. I'm going to go get my paints. And if you have kids and you want them to have a face painting, I'll do that. Okay, adults too. Don't take the kids' spot though.